After unexpectedly skipping a key Air Force gathering, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei delivered a defiant warning, setting the tone for the country just days before mass anniversary rallies. The Supreme Leader urged Iranians to show strong resolve ahead of the February 11th Revolution Day marches, calling on citizens to turn out in force and project unity to the outside world. In a televised address, Khamenei declared that true national strength is less about missiles and more about the people's determination, insisting that willpower and faith matter as much as military hardware. Iran's Supreme Leader appealed to the public to disappoint the enemy by showing unity in the streets, saying that a massive peaceful turnout would be the clearest answer to threats and sanctions. When the 22 Bahman, the revolution, took place, the Iranian nation achieved a great victory. It was able to save itself and the country from foreign interference. Throughout these years, those foreign powers have always sought to restore the previous situation. The Iranian nation has stood firm. Today, the Iranian nation demonstrates itself through marches in the streets and forces those who harbor ambitions toward Islamic Iran, the Islamic Republic, and the interests of this nation to retreat. National power is linked more to the will and steadfastness of nations than to missiles and aircraft. You have shown steadfastness, thanks be to God, and you have demonstrated your will in various arenas. Show it again. Disappoint the enemy. As long as the enemy is not made to despair, a nation remains exposed to harm and harassment. The enemy must be made to despair. The enemy's despair lies in your unity, in the power of your thought and will, in your motivation, and in steadfastness in the face of the enemy's temptations. Khamenei's remarks came just one day after he skipped an annual, highly symbolic meeting with Air Force commanders, fueling questions about both his strategy and his security. By missing the February 8th Air Force event, Khamenei broke a 37-year tradition, marking the first time in decades that the Supreme Leader has not personally received the commanders on that date. Instead, senior Air Force chiefs met with Armed Forces Commander Major General Abdolrahim Musavi, at a time when fears of a possible U.S. strike and regional escalation remain elevated. Khamenei's absence coincided with reports of an expanding U.S. military presence in the Gulf, adding to speculation that Tehran is recalibrating its public signals as fears of a possible American attack grow. Indirect nuclear talks between the United States and Iran have quietly restarted in Oman, but negotiators admit the process is still at a fragile and highly reversible early stage. President Donald Trump has described the first round of discussions as very good, telling reporters that additional negotiation sessions are planned in the coming days. Tehran continues to insist that uranium enrichment and national defense are Iran's sovereign rights, vowing not to abandon them despite mounting economic pressure and explicit military threats. There is no alternative to negotiation. This is what I told the American team the day before yesterday, and their presence at the negotiating table is based on this logic, because other paths have been tried. Negotiations will bear fruit when the rights of the Iranian people are acknowledged and respected, and we can exercise them. We do not need anyone to recognize our rights. Our rights are established, and our rights exist. We want our rights to be respected. Even now, their military posture in our region does not frighten us. We are a people of diplomacy, but we are also a people of war. We are a people of war, not that we seek war. In fact, we are a people of war. We are ready for war so that no one dares to fight us. We are a people of diplomacy. After all, we are a people of logic, because we have words, we have reason. And if they choose the path of diplomacy, we will walk that path. If they speak to the people of Iran with respect, we will respond with respect. If they speak with force, we will respond with force. We have encountered a new phenomenon that has transformed all principles of international rules and law. What is that phenomenon? It is the theory introduced by the President of the United States, Trump, at the beginning of his term, that he would govern by the theory of peace through force. Becoming stronger for us is like an obligation to me. And one of the secrets to becoming stronger is resilience. It means you can stand up against pressure. If they bring their fleet around you and you immediately say, "Okay, fine, what do you want?" Come and take it, then you're finished. And there's no telling how far that retreat would go. Fear in these circumstances, in my opinion, is a deadly poison. If you become frightened and retreat, or if you compromise as some suggest, such compromise, I believe, knows no end. Therefore, if you ask me what our greatest challenge is now, it is the challenge of resistance. This resistance rests on the shoulders of the armed forces. It rests on the shoulders of the government and the capabilities of those who must provide economic strength for the country and livelihoods for the people. And it rests on the shoulders of a diplomacy that can keep the flag of the Islamic Republic aloft on the world stage. Meanwhile, Iranian media report that a senior advisor to Khamenei will travel to Oman on February 10th, signaling Tehran's intent to stay closely involved in the back-channel diplomacy. The envoy, Ali Larijani, is expected to discuss the latest regional flashpoints and broader international developments, potentially shaping Iran's next steps in both the talks and the standoff.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.